Hi, I'm doing a voiceover for this because I was so focused on making the soap that I just didn't talk during the taking of this video. Here I'm pouring the soap batter to mix the colors. This is for the October Soap Challenge hosted by Amy Warden. And this challenge was such a challenge. This was my second attempt at it. My first one I did in a slab mold. It was the first time I'd used a slab mold. I overmixed, and it looked like mustard and ketchup. So I was like, no, but it smelled great. I decided to go with jewel tones for this soap instead, a complete departure from the first color scheme that I chose, which was unfortunately red and yellow. So that's the Siren Song mica from Nurture Soap. And then I'm going to use Purple Vibrance here. What am I doing? Firefly, that's my favorite yellow. I love that mica. It has always been a good color in my soap so far. So, Pink Vibrance, I always thought it's a great pink, but it's a bit kind of a dull pink, and I wanted a really bright pink. So I boosted it with some neon pink, which is the first time I've used a neon pigment. I really like it. I'll be using that again. Yeah, I really like the bright. It's not, it's pink. It's P-A-N-K. It's not pink, it's pank. So, I like that one. I did not fragrance this. This is an unscented soap. I was terrified to fragrance it. I was like, that would be my luck. I was out of a fragrance oil that I had used before, so I didn't have anything on hand that I knew how it would behave. So I just went ahead and just made it, but I did make it a triple milk soap. So it has goat milk, buttermilk, and coconut milk in it. Lots of goodies in there with shea butter. There I'm mixing it, I did speed up the video, so I'm not actually mixing that fast. So. And here I'm going to start to pour. So I tilted the soap, well, the mold there, and I hated that little purple cup. It just spilled everywhere. I love the ones that, I'll leave a link down below from where I got the ones that are pouring nicely. I got them from they're polypropylene too, and they were relatively cheap, so I need to order more. I only have 3, and clearly the little purple guy, his little spout just doesn't reach out far enough. So I didn't want to do anything with the dividers. I was just like, no, I'm not ready for that. Someone had posted something on the Facebook group about, is it okay to pour this way? And Amy responded with yes. So I watched that video and I was like, yeah, that looks like more my speed there. I think I can do that. So that's what I did. Looking back on it, I wish that I had not used such long pours of each color. I wish that I had, done it so that there would be more instances of each color, but I was kind of this is the first time I've ever done any technique like this, so I was kind of going, oh my god, what am I doing? What is this soap gonna do? So it was so much better than my first attempt, though. Oh my gracious, that was terrible. So yeah, pouring the soap. I kind of didn't want to cut it. I kind of liked the way that it looked. I didn't want to comb it. I was like, oh no, do I really want to comb this? So the name for this challenge was absolutely perfect, to comb or not to comb. So I chose to name this soap We Shall Overcomb, because I did choose to comb it, and I'm rather pleased with the result, considering I was completely out of my element here. I was like, oh my god, I can't do this, but I did. So I'm just continuing to pour. I'm running out of yellow. I really, if I ever try to do this soap again, I think I'll make more yellow, because it's the contrasting color, I think. So, yeah, I'm making a big mess too, but that's okay. I have craft paper on my counter. It's easy cleanup that way. I usually use freezer paper just as a, kind of like just a working surface, but there was a glare from the white paper on the camera, so I couldn't really use that. And I'm not really adept at this video editing either, so we'll get there eventually. It started to smush together there towards the end, and I was like, oh no, I've ruined it. But and it was literally the very last cut on I was like, if it's, if this doesn't look right, I'm just gonna do it again right now. And I got 2 bars that I was satisfied with. I was just like, this challenge was it was just difficult, and I like that though. I learned a lot, and here I am deciding, oh goodness, it's time to comb. And there's my little comb that I made, and here we go. And that's it. Done. So I liked it much better after the comb went through it, so I was like, okay, it's not completely and totally ruined. So it turned out much better than I expected. I was pretty happy with it. Yeah, my little homemade chopstick comb, it worked out. It did its job. And there at the back, I knew that I wasn't going to use that soap, so the way it was, and it just had huge globs of color, so I went ahead and just did a swirl on the top of that, which I ended up not liking at all after I cut it. I just can't quit messing with it. Look at me. There I go. Because that could have been a good bar right there if I just left that alone. But no, I could not leave that alone. I think that's as far as I went, though. I hope it was. Anyway,